Well, hello, Trent. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you
Hey,
in a couple
Rob.
weeks. You've been
I
traveling
know.
all around the globe, right?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't done one of these in months.
It's been a minute. Yeah. So, how have you been?
I'm good, man. Busy. I can't believe it's the middle of June already. It's kind of wild. The
Absolutely.
last time we recorded in person was Adepticon at the end of March, right?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because we just finished the
Yeah.
last recording, right? Like, the last thing we recorded at Adepticon. Um, I strung it out as long as I could. I mean, we had other stuff to talk about as well, but yeah, it seemed like it was Adepticon's the thing that'll never end. And ironically, we're only a few weeks away. We're about a month away from Masters, so that's going to be another
Yeah, I've
boon.
seen some people start posting about it, getting some practice games in and everything. So that's going to be exciting. Now, are you playing in Masters? Are you playing in Best of the Rest? Or what are you doing this
I
year?
am playing in Best of the Rest.
Nice.
Oh, oh no, it already starts.
It's too hot in the summertime to have one.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I'm playing in Best of the Rest. I'm not going to be an alternate, so I didn't have to turn my list in quite yet. So I'm still debating: do I play Salamanders? Probably, but I have just as many goblins painted now. I've been painting goblins like a crazy
Yeah, I was
person.
about to say
So
you've been cranking out some goblins.
yeah, I've got like 6 hordes of infantry done. I've got a ton of luggets, and what I need now is all the extra special stuff, like working on some chariots, and I've got some characters stuff that I need to do, and some probably add some monsters at some point. So
A
it's
lot of
been awesome,
infantry
dude.
though, right?
I have a lot of infantry. I've got
Yeah,
painted. I got 4 hordes of rabble and 4 hordes of sharp sticks.
dude, that's
And then I'm
insane.
it
Full
is
model
it's
count?
uh preferred. So they're all like, because they have bases that have like giant rocks on the back. I couldn't actually fit 40 on there. So yeah, poor Adam. He dodged away from his daily work but he doesn't know how to. He's a real good with PayPal, but he's not as good with actually assigning his name or giving StreamYard access to his Facebook account.
To be fair, I
Uh,
haven't figured that one out either. So, but Rob, so did
absolutely.
you? So did you not qualify for Masters,
I
or
did
or,
not.
or
No,
what?
I don't even
Really?
know where I finished. Yeah, I think I probably only have like a couple results this year where I actually played. I mean, I played at Adepticon,
You did pretty well at Adepticon, didn't you?
middle of the road. Yeah,
Okay.
middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10th maybe. I don't remember. It's not. I went 3-2. I think, or did I go 2-2-1? I can't remember. So long ago,
I
man.
think you
How
were 2-2-1.
correct,
Yeah, I know.
Adam? It is correct. It's for some stupid reason Facebook does not play well with other people or other platforms, so you do have to give it access every time, which is stupid. YouTube doesn't make them do that. So, uh, but yeah, it's crazy that we're right around the corner, and actually 2 weeks from now we have the Kings of Memphis 3. So that's
Oh, dude, that's in 2 weeks. Oh, you're
yeah.
full on TO mode then. I'm sure.
Yeah. What's interesting, one of the things I've been working on is Tim Lonis' software has come a long ways over the last few years, and so I have a new scoring system, and so I've went in and actually built the scoring system, because what's really cool is you can customize the scoring system for your event, so you can go and actually create like formulas, data. Like here's the forms here's the data I want to collect, and once I have the data, here's how I want to manipulate it to make matchups, give scoring, all of that stuff. So what I have to do now, one big critical thing I have to do is I got 4 or 5 people locally to just jump online, and we'll just run the scoring software through its paces to make sure that everything's working as intended. Put in some fake scores and just make sure that
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is working like
Do
it
like a
should.
mock tournament. See if
Exactly.
what you
Just
think
making sure
actually
also
happens.
and they give me feedback. Hey, I would appreciate it if, uh, you know, yeah, I appreciate if they just give me some feedback. Oh, I'd rather not have this, because it the way I've got it set it up, it's basically at the end of every round, you're going to put in your you know, it's a 5 category scoring system. So it's major win, draw, minor loss, major loss. So you pick that, you pick the number of bonus objectives you got, and then you answer 4 questions about your opponent for sportsmanship on the table.
Okay.
Things like, were they on time and prepared for the game, that kind of thing. Did you
Yeah.
use a chess clock? So we got that after every round, and then there's also the scoring rubric is on there as well. So you go and I know obviously the TO, you have to go in behind you and double check it, because I've been to events where you just, well, I would love it. I would love we had to believe that we had a community that, we all have the same opinion and we all have the same, like, you can give someone a self-scoring rubric or a self-scoring hobby rubric, and it's never going to be wrong. But the reality is sometimes it is, right? And so you got
Yeah.
to go behind it, just double check things like preferred model count, or, we get bonus points like if you have a Mantic Army, all kinds of things. And ours is a hobby score, not a paint score. So it's got theme and modeling in there as well. Painting is only 1/3 of the score. Theme is 1/3 of the score, and
Oh, I
things
like
like,
that though.
yeah. So did you select models based on a theme? And I remind everybody every time that winning is not a theme, right? So if you want to bring 10 scorch wings, you're not going to get points for that, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to try that out. Like I said, Tim's done a lot of work on it, and we're going to be using it in a couple weeks, and they'll also be using it at Masters and Best of the Rest coming up. So excited. So what about you? What have you been painting? Obviously, you just came back from vacation. You've been a world traveler. Do you remember how to use a brush anymore?
Dude, I don't know, honestly. I've been playing a lot of video games lately.
Diablo
In
4?
between our traveling.
Diablo
No,
4?
no, no. I've been playing a lot of Rocket League. Actually, just beat Halo Infinite too. A little late to the game on that one, but
Well,
catching
do
on
they
with
have
more
a single
video
player
games.
is the single player relatively new, or because did they launch
Yeah,
with it?
the campaign is a year old. I think it came out
Okay.
last summer. Yeah, because it was right when I moved over here. Because I'm coming up on a year being over here now.
Did you watch the Xbox? What do you play it on? I'm assuming Xbox, right? Yeah, right. Because that's the only thing it's on. But did you watch the Xbox?
Dude, I need to catch
Showcase?
up on it because when I logged on
Starfield looks pretty good.
yesterday,
Starfield
I
looks pretty
got
good.
I got the
Fable looks pretty
notification to
good.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to play so much Fable back in the day.
Yeah, looks really good.
But yeah,
You could argue that I think they've kind of, if you compare theirs to Sony's, I think you could argue that Xbox is they've got a lot more in the pipe.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about video games.
No, exactly.
No, we're here to talk about models, specifically Mantic models.
Yep.
So I think, Trent, we can start with maybe reviewing the progress that we all made in May.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So pulled up the May.
Starting off
thread.
strong.
Yeah, John Paul Fuller Jackson, the man with 4 names. Australia represent. But yeah, these look good. These Soul Reaver Cavalry, I like them. A lot.
They do. They look great.
I also
I want to say he's
cool
one of the
too.
guys. He's one of the guys working on more than one army too. I think he's got.
Well, I think I mean, he did a Trident Realms army, I think, last year. So he's, hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. I like the blue skin. It's good contrast against the red.
Yeah, everything.
See, we got we got 10 people watching. That's cool.
Well put together. Oh man,
all the people without jobs here in the United States.
Yeah.
or stay-at-home dads.
Or
or mothers. Let's keep going. He did mention he did use the Woodland Scenics armatures for the handle, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And then we got
those are the plastic trees. Yeah.
And you take hot water, you can bend them up. Yeah. So these are cool. These are some werewolves. I like them a lot. Now he's a Mantic model, but I'm not 100. Okay, so it looks like it's a mix. Got some Mantic. Yeah. I mean, the one thing I wish I have Mantic werewolves, and they look okay. I wish they would have more fur on them. I like furry werewolves.
Yeah, and the fur is a little bit easier to paint too. I do like the werewolf models though, honestly.
Yeah. They're cool.
Good. I just don't. It's just like, man, why would you run a horde of werewolves when you could run a horde of whites? They had their uses though. I mean, they are speed 9 nimble. and they can move at the double. But I actually like
Right.
using. I've been kind of using them in regiments lately, but just in smaller point games,
Right.
just as kind of like fast chaff almost. Even though regiment's like 155 points, but still.
When I started in second edition, or when we got to second edition, I was running a lot of undead, and they're good. They were good back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so ironically,
Calling the RC change them.
that would be you never know. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
I still think they're fast and they hit hard. Their problem is just they don't take a punch very well.
No, they
But
don't. And I mean, and they waver, but they also, I don't know. They have their uses. You just have to be a lot better at the game to use them, and I'm not.
right. Let's see. What do these guys look like?
You got
Brockers.
some Brockers.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not as familiar with the firefight or the warpath
Yeah.
range of models, but those are some cool sculpts. I'm assuming those are resin.
Dude, I just got to say too, the skin tone here. I mean,
Very
I know
good.
it's not super close up, but it looks excellent job, man.
Yeah.
I think they just need Hank just needs a little work on the bases, and he'll call those done. So we'll probably
Yeah, I
see
think
those
he's. Yeah, it looks like
in the
he's just
June.
started. Yeah, yeah. I like the teal or the bluish color on the
Yes.
armor and the
It
cloth.
looks
Looks really
amazing.
great. Yeah, really cool.
Also got the pro acryl paints back there, so he's a
Yeah,
professional.
so Monument Hobbies represent, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I see a few Citadel things in there though. The huge thing of a known oil.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We've got a lot of pictures of people, where people have shared their workspaces.
Dude,
I
I
cannot
can't
wait
That's gonna be
to get
fun.
in there and just like nail it in. So
Yeah.
I'm ready for Billy to be chiming in, because we got Billy Smith on the line and he's gonna chime in for sure. All right. Well, next we got trombones, and
trombones. Dude,
these are the metal ones.
Goblins everywhere, man. Goblins everywhere.
So what's interesting is that he kind of has the inverse paint scheme. So mine are like purples and pinks on the cloth, but then like a gray skin, and he's got the opposite, where it's a pink skin and then blues and grays for the cloth. But
I like that.
they're great. I like these models. My problem is I just don't want to have to paint any more metal models in my life if I can help it.
Yeah, I can't argue anybody with that.
No, I ended up just using the Ratkin, I don't know, the shredder model, but I used the one that kind of looks like the big spray can for an insecticide.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's keep rolling. We have a lot. By the way, there's a lot of people still participating. We have not seen the drop off that we thought. We're in month 3, right? Or wait, when did we start? March?
We started
April,
May. So yeah, 3.
So we're already into the 4th month. And we're still at like almost 50 people contributing, right?
Yeah, 46 unique names, and I don't think that's
pretty great.
That might include, counterchargers.
Still though,
So
that's a solid.
I mean,
because I think we're in the mid 50s last month.
I mean, we started off strong. Like I remember the first month I went through this, it took me forever to do everything, but now I got it down to a science. This looks good. I love seeing a full model count regiment of ogres, honestly.
Yes, sir.
Nice
looks
gold
great.
And red. Yeah.
You're not late. You're always on time, right?
Oh,
as long as you show up to dinner, there's always a plate for you to eat, right? That's the way I look at it. But yeah, Ben did a great job on the. It's kind of a pinkish color skin, and I really, the red and the gold is very striking. It's very Lannister-ish.
Oh, dude, that's a good way to put that. Yeah, like some Lannister mercenaries.
Yeah, loving it. I'm loving it. Let's keep rolling. We had a winged unicorn for his green. So I mean, Paige just showed us some trombones, but he's not a complete nasty person. He still took the time to paint up a winged unicorn.
Very beautiful unicorn at that.
Absolutely. This might be, I think it is, the unicorn from one of their board games or something, or there's a Dungeon and Dragon expansion, and then it looks like he's added wings to it. Yeah. They're not expensive. I think it's PVC, so
because I think I have the unicorn model, but I think the wings are, like you said, like a resin add-on or something like that.
Chuck, get on it, my man. We don't do excuses, we do results. So let's see some results. Let's keep rolling here. Oh, here we go.
Rolling here.
I'm loving some ogres, and I'm loving the old Vanguard ogres.
Yeah.
They are super, super cool.
Just look at that. That model's got so much character on it, right?
It does. And Keith Randall's pointing out that it is a League of Infamy model.
Okay.
So for that unicorn,
yeah.
And he's got some wings. This model is so great. In my army, I think I'm using him as a boomer or a sergeant. I can't remember, but you can use him as whatever you want, right? But he's just so cool. He's so cool.
And you have the same banners on that one too?
I did not put the. Yeah, it's. Okay. I mean, that's the stock model from. That's the stock model from Vanguard. So it's part of the resin Vanguard kit. He's I think they call him like the Paymaster. So he's super cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
If anybody was gonna
great paint job, by the way, James.
Billy, I guess.
What's that?
The paint job looks. Well, Billy just said he had put that model together. So I'm like, if anybody would have that ogre model, would be him too.
I'm just surprised because I thought all Billy put together were warlocks. We're gonna see that army in a couple of weeks at Kings of Memphis. Even though I think Keith won it last year, so I guess Keith is the favorite,
defending
right?
Champ.
You're the champ till you get knocked out, right? So Jay Smith's got a few more ogres, loving it.
Yeah.
Again, on mine, I just went with a solid metallic shield on mine, but I'm loving the colored inlay into the armor and the shield. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
It's like a spot color.
That adds a lot of time doing that though, but I think the end result's effective.
And agreed. The slow grow stuff is amazing, right? What folks are churning out. I can't wait. The most exciting time for me is going to be at the end when we're like, all right, take your shots, of your
when everybody does like, okay, this is exactly what I did. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get those shots where people will be like glamour posing in front of their armies or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Billy will have to be a trendsetter and be the first to do it, and then everybody else will copy him. Looks like
there's some people that have already painted a bunch of shit.
I've already painted since March. I've already painted like 5,000 points of stuff.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
holy crap!
Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm probably not even close to being the largest size army that they've. I mean, I've seen some people paint some really big stuff. This is such a cool model. Is this? Ripper Warlord.
Killer?
Super cool, man.
Yeah, Ripper Warlord. Yeah, great looking model. And the orange and the blue looks really nice, like orange, blue, green.
Yeah, I would have figured with Randy's background, it would have been more of the green and yellow variety, but okay. Guess he's not really a Baylor fan after all.
These models are so good for the Marauders and Firefight. Like it's so good.
So good. Got a couple more images, some other ones here.
Got a couple poses there, a couple different angles there.
Love it. And let's shout out to him, Randy Davis. He's colorblind. So
really,
yeah. So amazing stuff that he's got rocking out.
Yeah,
And if you haven't, go back in the back catalog and listen to the episode with him, talking about being colorblind and how he kind of manages to paint.
It came out a little while ago, but yeah,
it's been a minute. It's
yeah,
beginning of the year maybe. Agreed, Scott. Agreed. There are some awesome painters. The thing is that at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with your paint job, that's all that really matters. And I like the fact that we're seeing different styles. Like there's some that are classically, what you would say is like classical, pretty looking armies that, you might have seen on the tournament scene. But then there's people that are taking chances and trying some different color schemes or some different techniques to do something different. And that's where the originality and the creativity come out is where I'm really excited. Awesome models, dude. Uh-oh, here we go.
We got a
Boomer Sergeant. This is like one of the coolest models.
Yeah.
The dude's got his gun is like opened and
the
shell casing popping out.
Ejecting.
Just so cool. Awesome, dude. Yeah. So awesome. I'm a big fan. And I'm a big fan of his overall, like his pastel kind of color scheme where it's all kind of muted.
I really like the leaf cutouts on the bases. I've been meaning to tell Billy that.
I think these are all 3D. I think these are 3D printed, and I think those are probably. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's
Billy's in here. He can chime in. Are these yellow leaves? Are they paper or are they seeds or are they 3D printed?
Yeah, I think I think they're paper. I'm pretty sure. I've seen them before. You can buy the like the die cut
I
and
have some
push
of
it
those.
on different
Such a
yeah,
pain
yeah.
though to have to do all that.
The biggest army. I think the
There you
last
go.
time I
That's
added it
hardcore right
up.
there. Punching him out of real leaves.
Oh shit, the real leads are not even paper. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I see you.
So, question
But
from Scott Trent: what's the
I
biggest army you've seen so far that's been painted?
I think that for the slow grow, the last time I looked, I think it was Matthew Temple with his goblins.
Pretty
And there's
big.
one other person that was close though. I can't remember
Pretty
because some
big.
people surprised you. Like there were a few people who the first month just cranked out a ton of stuff, but there was also a few people who like did like a few individuals, and then the next month it was like 12 units. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of goblins, a lot of Rift Forge orcs, a lot of undead actually.
Yeah. Yeah. When I started, I was like, well, I'm going to bite the bullet and paint the goblins. I'm like, but you know what? It's been fun because I don't have to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to paint 10 more goblins.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's just
that's
like
good.
every day you just like, there's always like 6 to 10 goblins
I
on my
bet
paint station.
they're assembled, they're primed, they're ready to go. Right?
It's a machine. I'm a machine at this
Yeah,
point. Yeah. I
dude,
pretty much, I'm coming to the end of the goblins. So now I get to, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's what I gotta do, man. Is I gotta I need to just batch a ton of stuff and prime it because I mean I don't hate it, but it takes a lot of motivation for me to build and to prime. If I could just
Yeah.
sit down and paint all the time, it'd be awesome. I think I just
Yeah.
need to take what you and just have tubs of stuff like ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
Rob, you got a
actually
good question
almost,
here.
yeah, it's a great question. I've almost got all my goblins that I already had built painted. The only thing I have left is goblin archers that I'm not 100% sure I even want to paint them because I'm like, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Goblins have
Yeah,
archers?
Firefight faction. Mine's, what's that?
I said goblins have archers. Why would you use the archers when you have a war trombone? You
Well,
know?
that's right. And archers don't unlock either. So just take rabble and just
Oh yeah,
don't
they're
worry
right.
about it.
Yeah,
They all die
exactly,
the same, right?
exactly.
So
Yeah.
to answer the question, which firefight factions are fair? I like GCPS. Originally, I was gonna paint. I've got them built, and I haven't painted them yet. I'm gonna get through a few armies. I've got another Northern Alliance fleet to paint, and then I'll get back to some GCPS. But yeah, they're just the models are cool. They're hard plastic. Super. One of the things is timing, right? So one of the things that I like is the fact that I've waited so long for some of this stuff. Cool stuff's been kicking in, like the fact that they now have a GCPS medic available on the vault. Right now, I'm just hoping that give me that big. I don't know if it's called the Strider Burst Laser. That's the big metal honking thing that
Dude,
the
the
Strider has to
Strider's just
carry.
so cool.
Yeah, but I don't want them.
Yeah.
I have them built with metal, but they're all magnetized, and I would love to be able to chuck those to the side and just have a 3D printed version, so they're not quite as
Yeah.
heavy. How about you, Trent? What's your favorite GCPS faction and why?
My favorite GCP. Well, definitely not GCPS. No,
Because they're too cool.
I like it. I don't know. I just have a hard time. Picking like a human faction, which is kind of interesting. I think, oh, man, I don't know. It's between the Marauders and the Forge Fathers. They're so different, but
Right.
I think I like the Forge Father aesthetic just a little bit more.
Pretty sweet.
And the Forge Father dude, their vehicles are just they throw out some quality dice. You know what I mean? Like they really are.
So it's not about the models for
fun to
you.
play.
It's all about the playability.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I think they have the cool models like the tanks and stuff like that, and then they just put the hurt on in the game, right? So it's just fun,
Right.
and they're tinier models because they're space dwarves. So
You say that, but
paint.
you can still pump in more details, right? So Matthew Temple, he has been rocking out some goblins. We've got a bunch
and
of pictures
he's
here.
one of the people that's has just been.
I'm loving the
absolutely
basing, and I'm loving
pumping
the
out
stories
models.
that he's
Yep.
sharing. Right? He's got some in here that I now. This is where one of the ones that I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but he's used the old Goblin Fleabag Riders, and they just aesthetically don't match the new stuff. So I'm like.
I think by themselves though, they're cool.
They're okay sculpts.
Models.
They're PVC,
like
right?
Said,
they're PVC, and they're a little hard to clean up, and they're a little.
Yeah.
Some of the details are a little soft. But when they came out, which is a long time ago, they were fine. But we're in a different era now, dude. We're in this era now where they're making hard plastic, large cavalry models, right? It's like,
Dude, are we in like the golden age of wargaming right now? Like with
We are.
everything available?
We're spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got
And
a
then
couple
look,
different
it's Matthew
regiments.
Temple. I'm telling you, it's just like 20 pictures all together. He's an absolute beast.
He's a nutter. A nutter.
Yep. Go down
Hey,
to that one. His
I'm not seeing. Oh, yeah, he does have some eyes painted. Okay, he's got the white.
Yeah, he's got the eyes painted.
Because I mean, Horde Army or not, bro, you got to have your eyes painted, or how are they going to see where they're going?
Rob, you're such a snob. You're such a hobby snob.
Hey, and got to clean them mold lines.
Hey, you know what you like. Hey, that is one thing I do not believe in.
Mold lines.
Mold lines. That shit takes forever.
Well, the good news is that the newer stuff doesn't have bad mold lines.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But
yeah, you're
cool
right.
models.
These are these Luggets or Rabble?
No, this is still. Come on, bro. Do you even play Kings of War?
I don't know my goblins. Man.
This is a freaking Lugget, and
That's
if you
Lugget.
stand the models next to each other, this guy's about 40% taller than.
Oh, so they're actually physically bigger. I thought it was.
They're much bigger. Actually, as Mantic might say, is they're big gets. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look at Matt Croja. Yeah, Keith, that's a good shout out. If you haven't seen it,
yeah, dude, the little, it's really nice.
I've got the old one that has the metal. It's like 2 pieces of metal that's screwed on. It's nice, it's a little heavier. The newer one's like a black piece of, I don't know, it's plastic, and but it's the same blade basically.
Yeah,
and it's, I mean, it's essentially what some people would do back in the day, which is they would take like the backside of an X-Acto knife or a dull X-Acto knife. It's sort of the same concept, but the difference is this: you can't cut yourself with this at all, and you can't stab yourself.
I like to think of it as and what Keith just said. I actually started using that recently. If anybody has any machining experience, it's like a deburr tool. It's really, really easy. Just follows the contour of it.
I like the machine language. That's cool.
You don't have to worry about like digging into it, with an X-Acto knife or something like that. I forget you are an engineer, so you probably know what a deburr tool is.
So this is a question or a comment about Mantic Vault, right? So I was thinking, so I think on the episode that just aired, one of the things I said was, I think like bring out a Reb army is one of the ones I had. Mm-hmm. Oh, right there. Yeah. Reb prediction. Yeah. I mean, the Reb army in Firefight has a bunch of different races. And so it'll be hard to do a hard plastic sprue because like, what's the mix? Right. Like,
right.
And so, yeah, I think it'd be awesome. The other idea that I had, and I had talked to Community Pat about this, last year. What they need to do is, because Rebs are so like unpredictable, they need to show up, and then like maybe there's like random weapons or something. Like they get these ammo crates, and then you open it up and it's a random, like, oh, this guy's now equipped with a autocannon, whatever. I think that would be cool too, just to be, because I mean they're so resourceful and they use whatever's available, right? So I have not tried that. He's talking about to demold to take the mold lines off, but I mean I guess that would work. It's the same idea.
But now I think and
it'd be cheaper, and to be fair, a penny's a lot cheaper than a GW molding tool.
Exactly. Pretty sure it's like $30 or something like that.
Well, Matt Crozier did a great job here. Loving it. I'm loving the color scheme, the oranges and the yellows and the creams. And then good contrast against the black bases. Go ahead.
The black bases are like they're supposed to be at night, right?
Exactly.
Kind of the idea. But I love the bases that he did. I know he cranked out a lot of those at the beginning of the challenge.
We got some more from Stoddard. He's got some greater fire elementals.
From Ben.
It is funny because on a greater fire, Cronius.
Yeah, Cronius.
Do I even play Kings of War? It's funny because he's basically commenting which one is the one that he painted 4 years ago and which one he painted now. And so, Billy said, I think it's the left one would be the new. And he's saying this is the older one and this is the new one. And I can kind of see it. You can see there's a little more highlight on the gray here, the black.
Yeah.
Like almost like the obsidian stuff. So it looks great. Looks really great.
Man,
Man, some of these
Croniuses are so good,
they
dude.
are, and
I
of course you
hate
got to have
playing
2.
against
You
those.
got to have
Yeah,
2.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know we'll have to do
So
a live
good.
stream in like another week or so, and we'll go through the list from Kings of Memphis. We got some lists coming. They're just gonna make you throw up in your mouth, and then you've got other lists that they're reasonable. Like the reality is, when Keith Randall shows up with a reasonable list in comparison, you know that something's weird's happening,
Yeah,
right?
something's off there.
uh, let's see what we got. Oh, we got more. Goblins are so popular, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, goblins and Rift Forge orcs, man.
Classic goblin color scheme with the green
Okay, so that's
skin
rabble,
and the
right?
these are rabble, yeah.
Dude,
So
again,
rabble are the
kinda,
hand weapon shield guys, and then they
yeah,
got sharp sticks which have a spear, and then the bowmen, huh?
kind of what you were talking about again. Those little pops of color with the metallic, really, it looks really nice.
It does.
Really, really nice. Okay, Boomer.
Actually, I'm not. The Boomer's the one that's bringing that nasty list. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We got Adrian's making some more.
Yeah,
we talked about these in the last one. He's still been working
yeah.
at it. And I think if I scroll down,
over those,
he's got
look really good.
By the way, shout out to Scott actually painting these on the sprue. I've always wanted to try it, but I'm just like, I don't know if I can.
Dude, Scott's another one, man. He's been pumping out so many
halflings,
and I want to say every single model that he's every single unit that he has done has been
100% full model count.
Yep, love it, love it.
Got some scorched wings. I'm liking the purple scorched wings, something different.
Yep.
Donnie, we're gonna get to his hobby station because he shared some pictures, but this like piece of burlap, I don't know. It's kind of it's just a strange looking.
I've seen people use like we'll talk about it when we get there, but I've seen people use a piece of wood across their desk, and then when it gets too beat up, they can just chuck it. Kind of like
look at these Rift Forge orcs. This armor pops, dude.
Yeah.
With the red shields, big fan.
Look at those,
looking really good
too. Yeah, it looks
it's very nice. Now, curiously, he's got them all individually based, so you got to commit, man. You got to go in on the unit basing because once you do that, life is so much easier.
I don't know. I've actually been thinking about for maybe like the next army I do to try to individually base them, just because I've heard good things about like one-page rules and stuff like that. Be able to use them for multiple systems, but I don't know.
Got time for that, bro?
I mean, the thing that I like the most about hobbying for Kings of War is the multi-basing. Like, there's so many. Options,
well, and look at Donnie's here, right? So Donnie took. First of all, I like the purple and yellow, good contrasting. Those are definitely complementary colors. But he took some gravel, and this is I believe a pre-painted, pre-made rock formation for Woodland Scenics, which is designed using on Model Railroad. So you just buy it, you drill the hole, and now top tip here, Donnie, get rid of these cheap acrylic stands that they gave you, and just go to the hobby store and buy some clear acrylic rod.
I think those are wooden, the ones that he's using.
Now, they have like a slope. I think they're the plastic ones because they have a slope to them. Also, they've got paint on them. So their top tip is paint your models, paint your bases, and then add the acrylic rod at the end so that it's nice and clear so you don't see it or see it less.
Yeah.
But awesome looking models, great units. Love it. Full model count, too.
I love a big chunky base like that. Looks good.
You love a big chunky base?
Yeah.
All right, Billy. I'm ready for your comment.
You can clip that for the next
exactly. So these are Luggets. These are 2 regiments and 4 troops. The 2 troops become 2 more regiments. I've been loving playing Luggets. They're fun. Maybe not the most efficient, but they're comical.
I bet they are. The models are cool too. I really like them.
They're very, very good. They're very good.
And dude, I'll tell you what, the bases, the purple looks good.
Well, it's simple. Just printable scenery. I think it's called like the Goblin Grotto. And I had Mike Horner from War Room Hobbies print me up a bunch, and I just started gluing them down. And all the basing right now, I've been doing all regiments or troops, and they all snap together on bases underneath. So to make bigger units.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Like I burned myself with salamanders when I went to play Ambush. I'm like, oh, all my stuff's based on hordes. So like I didn't, and the only regiments I had were Scorch Wings, and those don't unlock. So it was pretty much
That's what happened to me with Forces of Nature too. Like can't really play Ambush with them.
Absolutely. So let's see here. More Rift Forge.
All right,
Loving
here we
it.
go. We're getting into the Rift Forge orcs now.
Little purple and
Love it.
some like purple
Yeah.
armor and some green skin. I'm loving it.
I think we got another one that's a full model count or really, really close. I know that the
2,
troops
3,
are,
4,
but
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
the
11, 12.
regiment
Yeah, that's
might
full
be
model count,
close.
dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff, dude. Like I honestly, when I was doing my goblins, I legitimately was trying to put as many like this is the first time ever, not the first time, but certainly in a long time where I was absolutely, Billy, absolutely. Is like I'll get the unit done and I'll grab it and I'll go, oh, there's a spot for one more guy. And I'm like, boop, and I'll find the guy that fits there. And I'm trying to cram as many on, but typically my hordes are around 30 to 32 goblins. It just depends on how much
good though. Yeah,
it's pretty good. Well, it looks like a very full overstuffed base because I mean, there's probably like some of the bases have like an inch or two of the back is all taken up by a rock formation, right?
Yeah.
So, and we'll probably see some of those a little farther down.
Dude,
but yeah,
it's funny.
loving the
You talk
Reforge.
about like putting the finding that little gap and finding like the perfect model to fit there. I don't know why, but I love that part of the process. It's like putting together a puzzle on your bases. Like after you get done
Love it.
painting, it's so satisfying.
Isn't this great now that they have Hellstrikers?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Freaking amazing. In 3D in the vault. We're back. Matthew Temple, he's back. We're back. He's back.
Again,
now,
man.
Matthew, you got room. Put some more models on here. You got some room up here, brother. You got some more room. Let's fill it up. The answer is I don't think they will. I don't think they will do it for. I don't think they'll do it for any of the armies that have integrated basing. And what they mean by that is the ones that have the little round disc on the bottom. So I don't think they'll do dwarves. I don't think they'll do undead, and I don't think they'll do elves because obviously those have got to be the next batch that they have to redo. Now, the one that's missing that they should do is the abyssal dwarves because they have a newer sprue, right? Wait, do they have they don't have abyssal dwarves ambush? I don't think yet. So I think I think that's one that they
have
can do.
The forces of the abyss, but not abyssal dwarves.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they will do. Well, elves need to be redone, right? They're old. I mean, they're literally from like 2010. They're like 13 years old. So they're really old. And dwarves and undead are only maybe a year or two behind of them. So now I will say the undead ones are still pretty sweet, even with the integrated base.
Yeah, they have good skull. I love the Mantic undead range. I mean, looking for alternate to GW zombies is the reason I found Mantic games to begin with.
Keith's got a good point too. You know, the new Tomb King. I see TK. I was thinking Tomb King, but the Twilight Kin that's coming up in the fall.
Emo elves,
right?
funny.
Yeah, I 100%. Like I want them to be. I don't want them to be dark elves. I want them to be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what's funny is I would have told you you're crazy, but now when they go and they drop a hard plastic kick to make the what are they called? The Frost Claws, the large cavalry Raven Riders. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I think anything's possible. And I don't know if I should be reading into it, but like there are some big heavy metal models that are large infantry that haven't been converted to resin yet.
That would be the most efficient way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Just throw the STL out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be nice because I
love
yourself. The Mantic Earth
Yo yourself. Yeah. More goblins, man. There's like goblins are the army du jour right now.
Yeah.
I'm loving this yellow spear on this guy, or I guess is a spear supposed to be a torch?
I think it's a torch.
Okay. I like the real rusty weaponry. That's pretty cool. Very, very cool looking stuff. Oh, here we go. I love this where they've got like slaves or I don't know. I guess they're slaves on the base, you know? Basically, they've conquered another race and sup Bubba. And you know, they're getting conscripts to go work in their mines.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think those are going to the mines, but you know.
Maybe. Yeah. I know Billy's listening, so
yeah.
Here we are. Steve Evans, the man who prints a new army every week. I'm loving the red armor with the like almost the ethereal blue skin
look,
tone.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet stuff, man.
It's really
By the way, we're already 40 minutes in and we're like This is gonna be a long one.
I know,
so
man.
I hope you get popcorn.
Yeah. We'll keep it moving here because I know people want to see the hobby setups.
Yeah.
I think
So
I think that'll be fun going through that.
So I did do some mop-ups or mobbies, I guess they're called. These are the Ratkin. These guys right here are from the Ratkin Hack Paw unit, and then these are the plastic ones that are on the Goblin Sprue.
Those look good, Rob. They look good.
Thank you. Yeah. That's right, Billy. Well, when you got Trent on, it definitely writes itself. We're back to Randy. He's got some more Warlords.
This is the
Ripper Rainmaker.
Yeah, dude. These
making it rain up in here.
They put out some shots, man.
Love it.
Man,
you did a great job.
See, I have so much stuff to do. I have a Marauder and Forge Fathers I need to paint.
That's awesome. That's super
cool.
Just
schedule. I have like 5 games scheduled for this summer though, like / game weekend. So it'll be fun.
Did your mom set up a play date for you or what?
Yeah, she did.
Awesome.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so this is cool. I'm loving the rifles that he kind of took the stock dwarf models and just made them look more like rifles, like cooler, thicker, bigger.
I don't.
Whoever this is crazy. There's a lot of armies there.
I'm building and working on 82.
She's got like 4 different armies working for other people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, this has got to be. You know, this got to be. This got to be.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
From our area. Yeah, he's a nutter. 2300 Night Stalker 23 almost done. Nice. Yeah. Very cool. All right, so let's keep rolling.
Yeah, let's keep it moving here.
Looks like they got some.
So we got a Well of Souls and 2.
I guess these are Tortured Souls. Yeah. So those are the Mantic models, I think. I love the grass, by the way. This I think it's from Gamers Grass or one of those companies. Blue. I got to get some for my bases. That's my next big purchase.
The Well of Souls there looks awesome.
I went like a dummy and exited right out. Let's go back here.
It's all good. 253 comments, man.
It's crazy. It is crazy, huh?
I love it.
It's just so many comments and so much. I mean, I love it, dude. I'm glad that people are really diving in and sharing so much of their cool progress they're making, because I mean, when you see that, then you're like, oh, I got to up my game, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like going to a tournament, right, and seeing everybody's stuff after the first game when you're going around and before lunch.
Love this color scheme. Love it. And we're gonna see this a few more times. I think he's got some more models down below.
Yeah,
hey, look, they're in resin.
Really good.
Yeah, look, they're in resin.
I know. Right? I thought people kept telling me, "Oh, so Reaver Infantry, they're in resin out there somewhere." I could never find it. Maybe they're. You know what? I'm gonna look right now. Maybe they are on the website, because I was checking like
there
for a while.
Snow Trolls. Now, interesting. That's the one unit that probably needed to be upgraded or updated. That they did, model range that didn't get updated for the new Northern Alliance. But there's only so much that they can do.
Yeah, exactly. You think they need to get it upgraded though? Why?
Well, I mean, they're PVC sculpts, and there's limited. Okay, there's only like 2 different versions. So
still, I mean, it's a good sculpt. Just needs to be in a different material.
Absolutely.
I like.
And then we see Adrian's Horde. Pretty cool. I love the one with the double barrel. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, those are cool. Those units turned out really, really well. I enjoyed watching the whole.
More mop-ups that have hardly made it to the table because they get shot off the table every time. They're fast. I'll give them that. But,
yeah.
A Snow Troll Prime
there.
Pretty sweet.
Nice basing there. Really nice.
Love this basing. Look at this, like the tree.
Yeah. Now these, we just looked at the test model a few pictures ago.
Yeah, I'm loving looks like he painted this. He's painted this too. Like, spent some effort on these leaves to really make them pop. Oh, here we go. New hard plastic Goblin Chariots.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm actually in the process of building some right now. I'm doing a regiment of 3 and then a king on a chariot. So super cool models. And he did a great job with the red. It does look very good. Yeah, he did a great job. I hit the wrong button. No, I didn't. Good. We got Rob, a man killer. He's building a troll horde's arm. Oh, here we go. I think Andy somewhere here. We've seen the rabble. Oh, this is rabble. Sorry. So this is what the rabble look like. They're about maybe 75% the size of the Luggets. But
so they got
if you didn't know the difference, they look the same unless you're just standing next to each other, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They look very, very similar. I love this one. Kyle Ritchie. He took the resin ogre sergeant from the 2-player starter set, and he put a little tiny hat on his head, a little beard, made him into a warlock.
That's some good green stuff work, man.
Very good green stuffing.
Can't
Yeah,
wait to
very
see
good.
Paint it up.
Exactly. He did a great job. Here we go. More. Wait,
more from.
He wasn't working on RFO before, though, right? He was doing something. He was doing Undead.
No, I told you he's working on 2 armies now. Also,
he's crazy.
Excellent.
I love the green hammer. I think that's very cool.
Dude, look at the edge highlighting, like in the bottom half of the armor in
it's
bronze.
Great.
It's amazing.
Great. Yeah, it's a great job. Man, there's a lot of RFO. Yeah. Sounds like a band from the 70s.
Bottom. Yep.
Yeah. So we got Daniel.
that's what Travis Tim is working on next. So that's the new hotness.
Well, he's got to do something because he can't take all the Huskarls anymore. He can only have 2 regiments of Huskarls. So he's got to have some other.
Wait, did it change or something?
What have you been on vacation or something?
Yeah, dude, I've been out of it, man. I'm telling you, you've been traveling the world.
You got a lot to catch up on. A lot to catch up on. So Daniel, I don't know if this is the army he's bringing to. I think he's either bringing this or EOD to Kings of Memphis in a few weeks. So that's cool.
It'd be nice to see it in person.
Yeah, for sure. Super awesome.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
So that's cool. I mean, they don't make one. That's a good fill-in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool model.
There we go. Scott with those halflings.
Scott and his halflings. It's always a pleasure to look
love
at.
It. I love that gun. It just looks badass.
Yeah, it's funny that the halfling is like half the size of that too.
Some cool looking model. I have a bunch of these at some point, but there's just so many armies on the. So many armies. Well, I mean, I try to be fair. I do one, I finish it. I do another, I finish it. I don't try to mix because it's just more efficient. So,
all right, yeah, that makes sense because I mean, you get in the groove. It's like, okay, I'm painting.
Oh, I love that the contrasting color scheme with the yellow on the one unit, and this one's got the purple. Super cool. And then he's got his harvester. Super cool.
Sweet. Yeah.
I got to figure out. Maybe I need to get one of those for my goblin army and use one as a mincer by itself. That'd be cool. Be sweet. I have regular mincers too, but
that is an interesting idea because it's a good looking model.
Yeah, I mean it's got all the same stats too. Like I mean it's got like big shields.
Yeah.
And stuff. So Adrian's been working. I love the basing. He's looked like he's used the rollers to put some textures down. So that's like next level stuff when you get multiple bases and they connect together, but they have dioramic pieces that go across. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It's cool.
All right, so let's keep rolling here. Dirty. So this is a regiment. No, this is a troop of mincers and 3 trombones because because.
I mean, you got to, right? Might as well.
I have no choice. It's like they come with the army.
That's funny.
It is. All right, we're going to get in here. Oh, we got
a lot of stuff last month.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Josh, our buddy Josh, who was on the ambush episode, he's getting some stuff painted. Nice. So these are Macedon with like, I think custom weapons that he 3D printed and added.
Yeah.
Super cool looking stuff. Love it. Man, those models. Oh, he did some great job with the highlighting too. I like that.
He did.
With the it's almost like an energy weapon where you got the black really on the inside.
It's almost like pink.
Right, and then you go all the way to like a bright white on the edge.
Yeah.
Great job. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. And then Josh is also working on Retkin.
He's doing Retkin, yeah.
Retkin slaves, I think, isn't he?
Was it slaves? I think so.
Maybe. Either way, pretty sweet looking. It's a mine shaft, right? Because he's got like mine carts that they're standing on.
Yeah, the bases look at that. That's gonna look really
good. Look killer when it's all done. Yeah. gonna look killer. And now that they've got Shock Troop 3D printed add-ons, makes building a Raccoon Army a lot easier.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you can see the backside where he's made the mine.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, look at all the bits and bobs on there, man.
It's so awesome, dude.
That's gonna look so good.
I mean, it's just great.
Yeah. We got some more RFO from Steve.
RFO. That's amazing. I don't know how he paints as much as he does. He just knocks it out.
You know what? He's got a formula. He sticks with it. And cranks it out. Looks good too.
So these are not Mantic, but he's got a whole bunch of more that we can look at. So we got, and then these are some more of my hordes of rabble.
You just love showing your own stuff off
all the time, bro. Look, well, that's why you do it, right?
Oh, look, yeah.
That's why you do it. You're like, and this is how they go together. So they got maggots in the corners of the regiments, and then they snap together on the larger horde base. Yeah. But I've been mixing it up too. Like I'll add like a maw pup or a beast or something in there, maybe a handler. Just it's not all the same model. So try to mix it up a little bit. Here we go. Sean from the Nebraska crew.
So I think this is the
shrine.
RFO, right? But
RFO shrine.
Yeah, the shrine. Really so clean awesome. Looking, man. Looks great. Holy crap.
You got a side shot here. Love it.
Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I got some more RFO. Actually, yeah, we got a bunch of RFO here. Look at this. Now these are the Thunder Seers, which I just love. I love those models. At some point, I will get to RFO at some point, but not today. Probably not this year.
Yeah.
Got more. He just did such a great job with that. Yeah. With that purple pink skin. Looks great. Love it. We've got some Daniel White. He's doing multi-basing for needle fangs for the Night Stalkers.
Yeah.
Look, and those are the real sculpts too, and they're having some of those in my own personal collection. They're pretty sweet looking sculpts.
Dude, that paint job right there is kind of like what I think of when I think of Night Stalkers. So it's kind of interesting that he nailed like what the image.
He did, and I think there's a lot of them I've seen that have the pink and the purples and the blues, like the cool color scheme. I'm trying to, and everybody's got a suggestion. I'm thinking about doing something different. I don't know what yet, but something. I don't want to do that. I always like to do something that's different than everybody else.
Do underwater Night Stalkers, like Night Stalkers fighting the Trident.
If you go with my underwater Abyssal Army, sure.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I don't have a color scheme for that either yet, though. I'm still, but you're right. You could do like almost like panel like Trident Realms, maybe.
Yeah.
Very like evocative coral colors.
And you could have some like fish swimming around in there. Maybe they got like half their face torn off or something like that.
The Dream Hunter, awesome model. Dread Fiend, awesome model.
Those are sweet.
Nick Brooks got some fatty Rhino Cav. Love it.
Those are cool.
Those are such a good
kind of like the lava blades.
I'm wondering. This looks like it must be a 3D printed base. Is my guess.
Yeah, I think with the edge, like with the frame like that, it looks like it would be 3D printed.
And I guess these 3D printed guys in the back probably are approximating Scorch Wings. Would be my guess.
I would think so.
Yeah, but having put a bunch of these together, those might be some of the finest models in all of Mantica. I mean, their whole range.
You like them?
Love them. Yeah. They're super good. Pricey. I mean, there's a lot of resin there, but Billy, the fur on this looks fantastic.
Dude, that's a great paint.
Now that is a Maw Beast. And it looks like he's getting, ironically, get the Maw Beast here that are getting ready to, or the flea bags that are getting ready to pull the got some Night Stalkers looking good with a bunch of Scarecrows.
Night Stalkers, all the Night Stalkers.
Got some Reapers in the back. You got the Shadow Hulk.
Shadow Hulk.
By the way, shout out to Taylor. It's been a long time since I can't remember the last time Taylor beat me. He beat me yesterday. So shout out to Taylor. We were playing 2010, and we played Eliminate, which is an old scenario from back in the day, where you basically have bounties on 3 of the most expensive units in either army. And you're trying to kill them, but he did a great job.
Okay, yeah.
You haven't been around long enough to hear all, for them to circle back yet. They'll get there eventually, I'm sure, Trent. We got some Ben Stoddard Tortured Souls. Now, what's cool is these are Tortured Souls, but these are the regular undead skeleton infantry, and he's just added flames and stuff. I think that's great. I mean, when I think of a Tortured Soul, it's some kind of like captive, slave, whatever you want to call them. That what's cool about it is you could literally take any other race, any other plastic range from Mantic, put it in there, and it's
kind of follows the idea.
Torture Soul.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird though that they have fly, but the models themselves are not very. They don't say fly. They don't like. When I look at them, I'm like, they don't fly. They say the right height because they're small models, but interesting. The opposite happened in the case of whites. Whites used to be small and were infantry sized, and now they're they used to be on 25 millimeter bases.
Yeah,
and used to come 3 2A units, 3 whites, but they were 3 25 millimeter bases.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, back in the first edition. So,
yeah, there's some wonky stuff in first.
There is some wonky. We used to have ghouls. I don't know what the thing was called, but it was 30 ghouls, 10 wide by 3 deep. It was weird. You see what he's used? He's used some modeling paste
to apply stuff, that. Right?
Pretty sweet. All right, let's keep rolling here. Oh, Sean, I think we're getting towards the end of the. But Hellstrikers look flippin-tastic.
Yes, they do.
When I get to these, I'm somebody last month I think or the month before did them where they painted them up like lions, like a realistic looking lion with wings. I don't know how I'd want to paint them yet, but I've been thinking about it. Looks great.
Yeah, those do look good.
And I'm loving this basing down here. This is some good basing right here. Got some old GW Slayers. Here we go. The Terror. Just in time for some new rules. That thing is a beast of a monster.
Sweet, too. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do we got here? Oh my gosh. Scott. So many elves.
Current project.
So many elves. I made a mistake if I unit-based them all and glued them on there. And I'm like, it really killed my motivation because trying to get in there, So on the goblins, I'm painting the models individually and then I'm adding them to the unit base.
Yeah.
Which pretty much that's how I do it. But like, this is not a bad way to do it. Just paint them up, get them knocked out. That's a lot.
I'll tell you what, though, seeing all that on the table at one time is like, it's kind of intimidating. It's like, oh, that's a lot of stuff to put paint on.
It is.
But it's exciting.
And then I'm loving this basing, by the way. His basing here. Regular orcs now. Shout out. Regular orcs. But loving it.
The Gore Riders. Yep. Yeah, the basing does look good.
I have a orc army I need to get back to at some point as well and add some more stuff to make it more legal because I have a bunch of fight wagons which don't unlock anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got the war drum looking good, banging on the drum, and the Gore Riders looking great. I'm loving the trees too because they're like not, they're not like regular like hobby. They're not like model railroad trees. They look like a 3D sculpt, which is great. Make for a great handle. More RFO. This dude's crazy. I mean, legitimately crazy.
I'm telling you, like the last half of this post was all RFO.
And we got a bunch more ogres coming. I'm loving
this
basing. This looks like swampy. There's a guy on YouTube. His channel's called Paper Cuts, and this basing reminds me. He is like super high end diorama, like the best in the planet. But like he does a lot of stuff with mud and textures and stuff, and it looks a lot like that to me. So Paper Cuts, if you haven't checked it out on YouTube, you should. He doesn't have a lot of videos up all the time, but it's quality over quantity. When they show up, they are amazing. And his back catalog and stuff is
I love a good diorama too. So I'm gonna check that out.
And then our buddy Chase is pumping out some Ratkin, I think. And then our good friend Mark Zielinski.
And Mark's one of those. He's got like 10 different projects going on all at once.
Never going to finish any of them.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Looks like he's got some abyssals and some RFO.
Yeah.
And he's got our blaster model back here. And then he's even doing some 10mm stuff. Looks like War Master. Maybe not. Oh, he's printing them. Okay, interesting. I gotta get you to play a game of 10mm Kings of War with us sometime. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Clem is a big proponent of that. I've seen it in action, but I haven't played it myself. But it looks fun. It's kind of cool that you can just fit everything in a little 10, basically like board game
Love
size
the old
stuff.
school dwarves. Very cool looking models.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, Andy's a nutter. He's got like 10 pictures of the same model, but it's pretty sweet. So this is a 3D print, and he's using it as a pharaoh on a chariot, I think. But it's super cool. It's like a boat that's being carried by like a sand hand.
That's sweet.
It's pretty sweet. And you can see like this esophagus, like the you can see that it's lifting up, and then your pharaoh is like kind of rising up out of the tomb. It's pretty fresh.
That's so cool.
It's a super cool model.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, super cool model. Shout out to Andy, first army he's ever painted, and he's been playing games for a long time. So another big thing that's
scavengers, right?
Yeah, so he's using the murder birds from the Warpath universe. Mm-hmm. They're awesome looking models, and again, come on, Andy. Well, he may not have done this. He may have had help with the basing, but got to use the clear acrylic rod. Don't use the rod they gave you.
They're so flimsy sometimes, though.
Yeah, but you could raise it up. You can get different heights. That way they're not all the same height. I'm just telling you, man. Hey, bro, that's how you take it next level. Literally.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's got some, and then hard to see, but he's actually got some of these swarms are painted or in there. It all looks like basing, but trust me, there's actual swarms in there too. You can just make out
the desert swarms, right? Is that what
they're the desert swarms from Empire Dust. Yeah. This is a printed, I think, EOD, probably a Curse High Priest. Would be my guess. This is his Bard model, so we have a Bard model, so that's on a 40. So he's a Egyptian pharaoh rocking out with a guitar. Pretty sweet. Let's just fly through here. We got another. This is the real pharaoh model. Super cool. Did a great job. Wow, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, we have been doing this for an hour, and we're still going through these.
There's a lot of stuff on here.
Just wanted to shout out. This is cool. He took the original undead catapult, and rather than using the EOD one that has like metal bits, he just added some of the new sprue bits, like the shields to it.
Oh,
and then took regular crew and just added the shields, and it just looks great.
Yeah,
looks really good
to make it fit EOD more.
Right. I think it's got some painted versions down here. Loving Richard's paint job on these goblins, by the way. There's some other ones down here that I think are, I mean, that might have been the month before. You can see him in the background, these Luggets. Super cool. Travis.
Cranking out more building. Yep.
Well, he's just building right now. I don't see anything painted yet. I love these classic resin Hellstrikers. They're awesome. Oh, and then not to be outdone,
we got some Armada submissions. These are good looking ships here.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Looks really good. Also, can we talk about the quality of that picture? Looks great.
Oh, this one back here?
The Armada one? Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely using a photo box, I think. Very awesome. Okay, we got some Asterians here. Super cool.
Getting them ready to get some paints.
Now, Adrian's been working on some Kings of War stuff too, but it's nice to, nice when you can do both. And then we've got some Brian. Got some Cavern Dwellers,
right? Dude, those are another model. Man, Northern Alliance has got some great tools.
They are some very good tools. Yeah, I like blasting them off the table with cannons and stuff. I love
oh yeah.
But they're tough models, man. They're tough models.
Yeah, they are, dude.
And then so Adrian was also just looking at his Abyssal. Yeah. I mean, his Asterians. Now he's got some Abyssal Dwarves as well. Looking great. And then Justin Berg got 2 different giants. Super cool. He's running them as Frost Giants, which is awesome. I hope they make the Frost Giant resin bits part of the vault at some point, like they did with the Storm Giant. I think that'd be smart. And then what's Billy working on here? Oh, he's got his Maw Beast ready for chariots.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got 1, 2, looks like 1, 2, 3. He must be missing one. Because I'm seeing 7 here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I see 6.
1,
or I might
2,
be crazy, though.
3, 4. Maybe there's one buried under here we don't see.
Yeah, it might be.
But awesome. You built 24
Yeah,
chariots?
we built 24.
You built
Holy
12
crap.
chariots. 12 chariots.
Yeah,
12
yeah.
chariots. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense.
So 24 models. Okay, yeah.
So it should be 12 chariots, I would assume. What do we got here? There's some Forge Fathers. Forge Fathers. Forge Fathers. It's looking great. And then we get some Ryan Smith action. Love
Always
it.
at the end. Wow.
Plague. Yeah, he always comes in. He's lurking.
Burster. Yeah, 2 bursters. Yeah, 24 mobbies, 12 chariots. Yeah, that's what we said, right?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Well, unless he's running them as
The
well, they don't
mobbies
have
pack?
mobbies in the list. He could run them as scouts, I guess. Goblin scouts if you want to. And then is that it? We're almost there. We're almost there. And then we got our
Colin was working on his race.
Colin Van Karstein painting away.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. His table doesn't look as bad as his dad's.
That's fine. Well, he learned from his mistakes, right?
Yeah. And then we got Robert Lee coming in under the buzzer. Now, if you use this as a base, my friend, I will be mightily impressed.
I think
that is one thick mamma jamma.
Yeah, that's a busty base there.
Busty base.
I think it's just
you got all the double entendres today. Yeah.
I think it's just a painting handle, though. I would imagine.
All right,
but who
knows?
Let's
get so with that. Let's get it over. Let's knock this out because I can't wait to start making fun of you. You're at the top, right?
No, dude.
So
let's do the name.
You want to do the name? That's a great idea.
Yeah, we'll do the raffle here. Let me.
All right, let me pull this out of here real quick.
We'll make it quick. I think if I can. Boop, there we go. All right. Can you see the wheel o names?
We sure can. Spin that wheel.
Hold on now. We got to make sure, so you got to.
Now, just remember, if you're one of the previous winners, we're going to redraw and reach out to me whenever this name comes up, and we'll figure out where you're located.
All right. Ready, set, go. Who's it going to be? Oh. Okay.
Who is it? Is it Matthew? Okay, it's Matthew. Yeah. Well, it's like so close.
Yeah,
so Matthew, reach out to me, Matthew, and we'll get you a gift card. There's a lot of good game stores in your area, Matthew, in Indianapolis, so that might be what we do.
You get a few more goblins.
Set this up again. So we had a chat about hobby spaces and kind of where did this post come from?
Yeah, so I think it was actually last month's live stream. You had mentioned something about it, and so I made a post saying like, "Hey, here's a picture of my hobby setup. Why don't you guys share it? We'll do like a little bit of a roast." I think Miniac did a video on his YouTube similarly not a long time ago, like maybe 3-4 months ago. So I thought it would be funny to see everybody, all the Countercharge community members' setups, and see if we can, as the professional host, provide some construction.
I don't even know if I put pictures in here, but everybody's seen my setup, but not many people.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
But I'm pretty sure everybody's seen yours.
Yeah.
I want to know though. This looks like a meth lab,
dude. It's European.
Is it a kitchen?
It's European. That's
okay.
my basement. It's a laundry room. Like
what are these cabinets?
Dryer, like right out of sight.
And where does this go? Is this like an access port to something?
Shit. No, it's just a little like ventilation window. So it's pretty.
Is it like a basement?
Yeah, I said it's a basement. It's like a basement laundry room.
And then
nice and cool.
I'm just wondering the practicality of here to the paints.
To the paints. Okay, so I have it set up right. If you notice here, so each of my paint racks are separate paints. Like the ones on my right are my airbrush paints. The ones in the middle are my Reaper paints. The ones on my left it's kind of like a mishmash.
But you have to get up and down like 25 times in a paint session.
But the entire thing moves. So it's like, oh, I'm airbrushing today. Boom, right there. Airbrush paints. You don't need all that shit on your desk. When are you ever going to use 100 paints at the same time? You know what I mean?
It's inspiration.
No, it's not. It's demotivation. It's seeing all those.
Okay. So
I have in the past changed though. I don't have my toolbox up there anymore. My cats like to hang out.
And then we got Matt G. He's a prolific painter. This looks like it's the inside of a cupboard of some sort.
Okay, see this looks pretty good though. You got the dual screen.
This makes my OCD kick in though a little bit, a little anxious here. Is that a brush sitting in the water?
Oh, just from sitting the bristles actually hitting the bottom.
Yeah, I think so. I can't tell, or maybe it's not. Maybe that's not a brush. Maybe it's something else.
I think it's a brush.
Shame. Was a brush.
Shame.
I'm loving the fact though he's got it looks like a
same.
laptop and then a monitor, and then he's just got models over the whole computer. I mean, this is a computer desk, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would think that this is the most. You got some family pictures up there and stuff like that's an effective use.
And I'm sure his wife or girlfriend or whoever likes it because he can close it off, and then it's out of the way.
Yeah, I do like that about that. We'll see a few more going on.
We do have some more of those.
Yeah. Should we give everybody a rating? Let's give everybody a rating.
Okay. What's the scale?
For me, I mean, I think the first guy's 10 out of 10 easily.
Well, let's just do 5. Let's make it easier so not won't hurt your feelings.
No, we got no, let's do 10, man. Come on.
All right, 10. I'm gonna say 6 here.
A 6? Give me a 6.5 at least.
All right, 6. I'll give you 6. You know what? I'll be generous. It's very clean.
I'm telling you. The double angle, well, yeah, because I haven't painted shit in 4 months, but the double angle lights is a game changer. It really is.
Yeah.
Like being able to get up in there, it's super nice. And I have the air purifier down there. Don't miss. I think I might be
down here
with the air purifier. Yeah.
And you wear a mask, I'm assuming, when you airbrush.
Oh yeah, dude. You don't wanna mess with that. I have enough health.
All right, so we're saying we'll say 6 on that. I'm gonna retract that. I'm gonna say 6 here. What do we think here? So, I'm gonna say.
I think that's he can close.
I think it's I'm gonna say 7 just because I think he can close it off.
You think that's better than mine?
Hey, he can close his off. Your wife doesn't have a choice. She's got to see it every time she goes down to do laundry.
That's fair.
All right, let's get to Steve.
Okay, where the magic happens.
I'm giving him a 3. Okay. The man is using a wet palette without the wet palette. Without the wet.
Hey, if you don't like the wet palette, at least you don't let it go to waste.
Okay. Yeah. But you could tell. What's interesting is this looks like it might be in his dining room.
What types of paints are those?
Oh, that's Vallejo model color, Citadel. It's all model color, Vallejo. And then Army painter up here.
He's got the tree herder back there though, so that's
he does. And these are the Game Envy. No, these are the 3D printed. Is that Red Grass Gaming? I think that is their handle maybe, or a 3D printed one or something. But it uses like a putty to hold the model on top of the base. So I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna say a 4. But this just gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. This just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
And the fact that it's in like the forefront of the video of the picture.
All right,
Okay.
This looks like it's in the back of an industrial warehouse. Look at them ceilings.
Yeah, this does not look like a personal hobby space.
No.
This looks way too professional. I mean, look, you have the entire. Yeah.
Yours is like a meth place for meth in a personal establishment. Yeah. This is where you make meth. In like a warehouse environment, in a commercial real estate. Yeah. So I will say though, I'm gonna give this a 7. A little bit better than yours. A lot more space.
I'm saying I think 7's fair. I also think if you look at the 3D printing setup, I think the cabinet actually closes. Maybe it looks like there's like a handle.
Could be.
There's a handle on the yellow thing. Which
is this cool. What is this guy up here? That's got to be something. An Elder? Is that a Eldar?
It's
like a big Titan
millimeter Armada. Oh yeah, it might be. It might be a Wraith Titan thing.
Yeah,
40K kind of looks like it.
And you can see this is the other side of his hobby shop. I like the cart with all the flocking materials.
With that's going up.
And the spray bottle. Okay, I forget what I just said.
It's going up to an.
It's a 9. Sure. Got the space. He's organized.
Okay, I don't think it's
and he's got the plastic sheeting up if he decides to dismember a body in there. He's
just because of the like you have the spacing stuff, but I think you need to have closed off storage. Like you can't have it in that.
Don't forget, this is Canada.
That's why I think it's
so. Keep that in mind.
Why does that matter?
Because he pays a lot more for all that extra space to heat it in the wintertime. All right,
that's fair.
This guy, I'm gonna give him. Oh, I don't know. That's pretty cool. His whole thing fits in this little box.
I'm all about the portable setups. Like it's so important to be able to, spending time with family or when you travel or anything like that. Like I think that
it all gets put away. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm loving these cases, by the way. It's really cool.
I think that deserves a 6 for sure.
And by the way, we're just messing with the thing. I think these are all great. These are all great.
Hey, if it works for you,
maybe
it
not
works,
Chase.
honestly.
Maybe not our buddy Chase.
Okay,
this
no,
guy looks like
maybe not all of them.
This one's a little cluttered for me.
What's the lowest one? What's the lowest one we've given so far? 4 for Steve Evans.
Yeah, for Steve. Well,
okay,
that's
this one's a 3.
okay. Again, though, he does have a lot of real estate, but he's used every single piece.
Oh, actually, no. You know what? He's a 4 because he has the same paint rack as I do.
And what paint rack would that be?
$13 on Amazon. Can't beat it.
Okay, and then we got our buddy Chris. Got to knock him for the flag. We got to knock him for the flag a little bit, but hey, I like this though. You know what? The flag may knock him a little bit, but he's got an actual window to get real light in. So that's cool.
That is nice to have natural.
And he's got a gaming table, which most gaming tables look like. They're covered in stuff.
I like that setup, though, honestly.
It's very cool. Yeah.
Got
like a paint station, and then he can just spin around and put his painted models over here.
Exactly. Good. Yeah.
And he's got supplies up here. What are those, cheesy poofs or something? Got some,
What are we going to say here? Are we, it's a little too cluttered for my taste. I'm going to have to go with a 5.
I think a 6. I think a 6.
You think a 6? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's fair. 5.5.
Let's see what we got. Now this.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. This is a 9. This is a 9.
No, this gets a 10 for me. Like, I love
10. I could say that.
Yeah.
So first of all, he knocks out some great looking armies, but that's what you see.
Yeah.
And then when you open it,
oh, what is this?
He has maximized every single drop of space in this thing. And I assume these things must pull out. Cool. These must pull out, maybe not this one, but these pull out on rollers to help you get it back there. But I mean, he's got some great picks. Look at that.
That is so nice.
Very, very cool. He's got the double lights set up, and he's got all of his looks like an army painter grass maybe. And he's got very smart guy. He's 3D printed the bottle holders so that they don't you don't spill the washes.
Citadel. Yeah, he looks like a big.
By the way,
Citadel.
We talked about the GW molding scraping tool. Their little plastic paint pot holder is also very good. It's like got 3 of them, 3 spaces. It's very good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is some next level stuff. And he's got inspiration, right?
Yeah, of course. Got to have the artistic inspo.
Yeah, happy little trees. Yeah, Tim did a great job.
That was cool. I remember when I first looked at the picture, I was like, "What the hell is this?" Is this just
all right,
closed door?
This is the one that this looks like a crime scene. Let's be honest.
Ooh. Oh man.
What's going on here, John?
What is Oh my goodness. Okay.
I mean, the fact that he's able to create anything in this madness.
Dude, he has the acid cigar box for storage. Okay, that's worth a few points. That's pretty cool. Like right in the middle there. I like the cardboard box of paints down in the bottom right. It's like they weren't important enough to add to the table, but I might, that makes me feel better just having access to them right
exactly.
there.
And the light situation.
And then who needs a hobby mat when you have a table, Just wipe all your paint straight on the table. There's no problem.
Exactly.
Oh,
and the other here's the other side. Wow. No words. No words.
Those Texas boys, man. I tell you what.
Those Texas boys. Oh my gosh. This looks like a crime scene.
What's going on? Is this a cry for help?
All right. Let's get to our buddy Donnie.
Here's Donnie.
And his burlap bag.
His burlap cloth.
So I also like the fact he paints without any handles. He just grabs the model and paints it.
I think that's I think this is the same paint rack. No, those are different. Those are different.
Well, these are not the same, right? Like this is a different one.
Yeah.
Maybe not. It might be the same one. There's no front to it.
Same.
Okay. All right, and then Steve's got his.
Same kind of concept where it like tucks away, right?
Just not big enough.
I was about to say, doesn't it seem like that's what she said? It doesn't seem like much working space,
Right.
And what is that? Is that a magnifier or is that like a lamp?
It's probably both, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
It's powered. It's got a cord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to, Steve. I think you need to replace your hobby mat, man. That looks a little worn out. It might have sentimental value.
I'm just interested that he actually found one that fit the case exactly.
I bet he cut it.
No, it looks maybe he did, and this is what it looks like when it's all sealed up.
See, I like that though. Being able to, that's so cool. I'm gonna take that in mind next time whenever we move. That's so cool just to close everything away.
Absolutely.
Especially, with
then we got Ian Kane
running around.
So his comment was he doesn't have a hobby space right now because he's moving.
So he's got the Instant Pot in the hobby space. I like it. Wait, I call this setup waiting for the builders. That's funny.
And then we got another madman who's interesting. He must sit here, got a window out here, and he's got a paint station for his airbrushing.
It's like
painting.
At first, this looks kind of like a hot mess, but you can tell he's very organized, right? Because he's got the airbrush set up to the left. In the middle, who knows what's in the ammo boxes there, but probably paints and stuff like that. I think it looks organized, And having natural light's a big plus, really.
It is a big plus. It is a big plus. And I guess he's doing videos or something because he's got a ring light there, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's one of the same lights that I have too, the one that attached to the desk there.
No, I meant this black thing in the back. Looks like it's got a phone mount or something.
You can mount your phone, but it's also just a really good ring light. I think I've used those in the past too.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, now this is a hobby space. This is a 10, my friend.
Hold on, sorry. Scroll back up. I don't mean
to
take away from that. I think you might have missed one.
Did I?
Oh, dude, that is a 10. Did you?
No.
Oh, nope. Sorry. Same. I'm crazy. Yeah, let's enjoy. Oh my God. Let's enjoy this. Okay. I think the only reason I think it's not a 10, it's definitely a 9. It's the cleanest hobby space ever. Is the ceiling. Like, is this coming at an angle, right?
He's just using every space possible.
Tucked back in the corner. I do appreciate that, but it's like, I don't know. It's almost too clean, right? It's like, if
I mean, he's got all the tools, man. Not only the airbrush and stuff, but he's also got the dry brush mat. He's got the I forget, this is Hobby Town. What's this called again?
Yeah.
Hobby Co.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Awesome stuff. Jeremy was talking about.
Really maximizing the space there.
Yeah.
And it's got the light. Stuff. Oh, yeah, dude. That looks sweet.
And then we've got, I don't even know what to say, but he's painting his armies in his grandma's living room. And this is the most...
Let's read the caption here. I have 2 gold armies on parade medals, a Clash of Kings Best Model Award, several Best Army Awards, and uncountable smaller painting awards. And this is my painting pit on the corner of the table under an old lamp. You don't need all that fancy shit,
I guess
you don't need
it. It'd be hard for me to make anything work though with that. It just
yeah. That's just, I would just be worried about like leaning over.
And look at this
and the posture.
This is his palette. This is what came out of his palette.
Dude, that's kind of cool though. Have you ever seen the videos where it's like I can't remember what it? Oh, it's a car painting. Where they paint cars and then they'll take like the chunk of paint from the corner or whatever from the overspray for like a year. It's just the coolest shit. Like all these different layers of colors. It's really, really cool.
I'm really digging his knife storage. I mean, it works, right?
Yeah, if it works.
All right, here's Brian Trahan. So this is a hobby space I can get behind.
Setup. Another clean setup.
Yeah,
I got
the airbrush kicking over here.
Yeah, I used to have the same compressor there. Looks great. Great.
Airbrush booth. Now, what's weird is why does he have the airbrush booth way over here, but the compressor way over here? I mean, I guess as long as the cable reaches.
I think I found that maybe you only really need the booth for like priming, maybe. Even base coating and stuff, you're not really spraying that much out, so I could see that.
This is an 8 for me.
It's probably movable, Rob. It probably just when he's using.
No, you're probably right. You're probably right.
On the middle.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
you're probably right. Richard Luke, here we go. I'm digging. Look at all that light coming in.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Got the iPad there for painting tutorials. And hey, a man of a certain. He's got the 8404 Raphael's kicking right here. Loving that. That's a good brand of brush.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't tried them yet, you need to try them, dude. That's all I've been using for the last 6 months.
I have 2. I got the Winsor Newtons.
The Winsor Newton Series 7 are also very good.
Yeah.
I just can't get them here where we are, so I've switched over.
Yeah. Well, it was a pain to get them over here. But I was going to say the Neath those lamps. They're really worth it. They're really
That's
nice.
what you've got, 2 of them, right?
Yeah, they're two, I don't think you would ever need more than 2. They're so.
You know,
nice.
I've got cheap ass lights from Dick Blick. They were $12 a piece, and they go like this. Boop.
Oh, look at this!
It's all about the bulb. At the end of the day, it's all about the light source, right? Like,
look at his. Is that an iPad setup too over there?
It is.
That's nice. I like that. Yeah, I feel like you got to have a screen or something in your painting area.
Yep.
At least to play the podcast, right?
Ben Bowers.
Ben.
I'm liking.
Dude, that's a cool. I like the little wall thing there. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's really
nice. He's painting in his kitchen because I think that's a microwave.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff set up there. Okay.
That's nice though. I like that.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
We got here.
Matthew Temple, the Goblin King himself. Portable station. The whole thing folds up and carried it out.
Yeah. I'm all about the portable ones, honestly.
And look, he's even growing his own basing material over here.
Dude, love it.
Yeah.
Sustainability.
Exactly.
Plus 2 points.
100%. And then this is pulled back from it.
Okay.
So it's an old workbench. It's an old workbench.
Yeah.
Interesting. Love it. It's
Gets
great.
The job done.
It does do that.
It's really interesting to see everybody's workstations. Like I feel like you see a little bit into everybody's hobby.
I like how Billy. It looks like his model up here is flipping the bird to him while he's painting. I like that. That's cool.
So Billy, I noticed he has the Liquitex inks there. I love those things. They're so nice. It's like the OG contrast paints. Well, the transparent ones are at least.
He's surrounded by display cases too. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah, and the rack on the wall is a nice touch. Get some stuff off your desk.
Yeah, you got to maximize the storage space for sure.
Scott Bradley. I'm loving a dude repurpose a bunch of kids' furniture. Smart. And
I like that.
Natural light is awesome. Super
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Oh, here we go. Dwayne Richardson. This guy. What a tryhard. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Dude, look, it's like, oh my God. It's like an actual room, you know?
Could you tell he's in the military?
Dude, look at that. The map of Panathor in there. That's sweet.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
Looks good.
Looks very good. Richard. Love it. I love the PC just tucked off to the side. Can watch his YouTube videos.
Dude, a lot of clean setups here, you know?
There's a lot of serial killers in our midst, is what I'm hearing.
A lot of clean setups where the magic happens.
Let's see.
So I think we got a few more here.
You got Robin. Rolling. I didn't. Look, he's got to set up in a pet store.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got some parrots in there.
Yeah, some birds.
Maybe.
Definitely.
I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, definitely.
Snake,
bird cages.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
No, I think those are. No, I don't know. Maybe they're not bird cages. Maybe they're like ferrets or something.
Raccoons.
No, they're definitely birds.
Definitely birds. All right, what we got? We got
Chernobyl has.
Oh my gosh, this does look like a nondescript hotel room.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope you're not using the end table like in your hotel room. I still have I have like spots of super glue on my coffee table in the living room because I like build models upstairs sometimes when me and my wife are watching TV.
That's awesome. Let's see. Kyle Poole. Here. So he's just pointing out he doesn't have a hobby space. So he's painting on a couch, which, I don't.
Man, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Okay, here we go. This is the most compact setup I've ever seen. Besides the one guy that has just the toolbox. That's also very, very, I think he's got a picture of it when it's all folded up. Maybe not, but look at that. It's super small, super light.
Yeah, it looks like everything like kind of sort of pulls out too, right?
Yep.
Down in the bottom.
He's got a PC here. He can game and paint all at the same time.
Dude, that's all you need.
Told you it was a pet store. Cockatiel, parakeets, cockatoo, snake, quail. Yeah, he's all about it.
Nice.
Let's see here. Mark Zielinski.
We got Mark here. Oh, Mark.
How do you do anything? He's like, if that's the kind of place where models go to die.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. I mean, how do you even find stuff gets lost? I guarantee you,
Yeah,
stuff gets
yeah, yeah,
lost
yeah.
there.
It's like I swear I had 10 rates over here. Now there's only 7.
Yeah, and it's like Christmas when you find it. So Sean Villamont, who was painting up that RFO, nice. I like the arch,
Oh,
the
nice.
light, the
Yeah.
LED light
Little MDF
arch.
like lighting
Yeah.
arch.
Super
Nice
cool.
little action shot there. Looks good. Looks good.
Got another table over here he's using for. So I love the rattle cans. Rattle cans are cool. Oh, he wants to be declared the winner. Okay, I think he does win. Look at that.
I think it's the random roll of paper towels in the middle of all the sprues.
Like what got spilled?
Kind of really seals the deal there.
Well, it looks like he started a game over here, and somehow the mess is encroaching on the table.
Hobby into play, right? So you can't knock him for that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, Jeremy, you might win. You're up there, my friend. This.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
this is
I'm
nice.
telling you, the Neath light. If anybody,
I mean, when you're that OCD that all your tools like this is right up my alley.
Yeah, that's very satisfying to look at.
And he's using the old Vallejo game color.
If anybody's in the market for like a tabletop light for painting, get the Neath ones. I think they're like $120 on Amazon. It's worth it. They're really, really nice.
This is cool stuff. Got the Return of the Jedi glasses up here. You got some old Warhammer. Look like Warhammer High Elves maybe over here.
Nice display case too.
Very nice. Need to put a thing in there and ask him where the display case is from.
Yeah.
Adam, another one. And look, he's got the nice big backdrop, so you feel like you're outside.
Dude, that is nice. That's a really nice setup.
Got the Stay Wet palette.
Yep.
Got his Magic Sculpt. If you guys are using epoxy sculpt, if you're still using Milliput, what are you doing? Magic Sculpt is the way.
I still use Milliput. But just for the last time I really used it when I was basing my metal models, I would like pin them into a little dot of Milliput.
This is definitely a meth lab.
Dude, that
except for the fact a lot of 3D printers here.
I actually like that. That's like that entire setup is dedicated to hobbying, is what it looks like. I
wonder if this is a converted garage. What do you think?
And look, he's got the TV screen there too. He's got all the 3D printers. He's got like carts. Like that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Nice.
But no, I don't think it's a garage because it has a popcorn ceiling though. I've never seen a garage with popcorn ceiling.
That's awesome.
But who knows?
Disorder.
Still not bad though. And I'm all about like the additional shelving and stuff on the sides. I know I said that a few times, but
yeah,
pretty nice.
It's cool.
And also Army painter tufts are the shit. I approve of that.
They're economically priced.
Yeah, they really
Josh,
are a great deal.
I like that. The one lone light. You know,
I like how there's no paint here. Oh no, actually, there's some over there in the drawers. Okay, I see them
right here. Yeah. Here we go, Jesse Garrett. Nice setup here, nice and clean.
Nice clean setup.
Looks like he just moved in. Got the Vortex paint mixer. Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll.
Dude, that's nice. It's really nice.
Oh my gosh, we're getting into some cool stuff now.
Okay. Like the nearly vertical paint racks. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird. It almost looks like it's two different pictures from the lighting. But I guess
it's there's a shelf here that's blocking this lamp from coming down.
And he's got the airbrush set up over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking good.
And then our last one here. Pretty sweet, dude.
For the record, my Tyler helps me organize. That's funny.
Exactly.
I think, dude, great response on that post though. Really was
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Super good. This one still is I love this small tidy space. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
That was cool. Maybe we'll start doing that like once a year or something to see if anyone's made any progress on their hobby setups.
Well, again, congratulations to Matthew Temple for winning this month's $50 prize.
Make sure you reach out to Rob on Facebook.
Yep, and if you're his friend, don't tell him, because if he doesn't contact me, I'll throw the money back in the pool, and next month we'll have an extra winner.
Yeah, if you don't claim it in the next 35 minutes. And
No.
he goes to double it again the next
We'll give
person.
him the full month, but
Yeah.
yeah. Luckily for him, he's got 3 brothers, 2 of which play Kings of War, so someone will probably
Yeah.
see this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, awesome. That's been fun.
Yeah, Rob, I enjoyed it. I hope everybody
Hour and 34 minutes. We've lost some
around.
people because we kind of we went
Yeah,
full on.
It was long-winded. But I mean, dude, when you have, 250 comments every month, it's going to take a while to go through it.
It is.
But that is a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very. I can't wait for June. I mean, we're already almost halfway through June, and so the June progress is going to be awesome.
Me, dude.
But big shout out to Trent, who does the yeoman's work going in and calculating out the scores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he is 7 hours ahead of me, and I am. So it's almost 11 there, right?
It's 22:35 right now.
So almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, with that, we should probably wrap this up. You got any final wise thoughts, wise comments?
I just want to say thanks everybody for taking your time to share. Whether it be on the monthly, the Slow Grow Challenge updates, or on when we do stuff like the hobby pictures. It's all in good fun. I always have a blast reading everybody's comments, and I just love being a part of this community. Don't let it go to your head, though, Rob.
No comment.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No comments from you.
No comment. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with what you just said. It's amazing. It's an amazing community. Well, with that, let's shut it down. You want to take us out?
Yep. Until next time, keep countercharging.
Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.